Happy Thursday and happy Facebook Live time. And welcome to Treehouse TV with Melissa's Crafting Treehouse. Yes, I am Melissa. I know I look different because I cut off my hair. I'm going to donate my hair to a charity. Haven't figured out which yet. And in case you're not totally grossed out, there's my hair. I had to cut off 8 inches, so it's a lot of hair. Anyway, I got a lot of fun in store for you today, aside from my vanity change. But I got a project made with stamps in unusual ways, so sort of non-traditional ways to use a stamp. And yeah, so it should be fun. So I got a couple announcements. Oh, hello. Hi, Pam. Hi, Wendy. I see an OMG. Yeah, I know. It's big, right? Big change. Very much lighter, just fun. Anyway, I'm excited. It's fun. Thank you so much, MJ. I'm glad you like my hair. Yes, a big haircut. So I did this maybe 5 years ago or so, and I think when I did it, they required 6 inches, but this time they needed more. And my hair was super long. So here's my question for you. And there is going to be entries for a drawing. So, comment and you'll get entries. So let's see. My hairdresser thought that I looked older with my hair long than with my hair short. I probably shouldn't have told you that. So I'm just curious what you guys think. I'm not sure that I agree, but kind of jury's out. So what do you think? Do I look older? Do I look younger? Let me know what you think. So you can do #hair, younger or older, and then I'll have an easy way to look for it. So okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So there's one thing that ends tomorrow, and that is my annual catalog special offer, my 10 at 100 annual catalog special party. So when you order $100 in merchandise, when you've signed up for that special and use my host code, oh, I see somebody says I look younger. Oh, okay, well, cool. That's kind of fun. So you get $15 of free Stampin' Rewards products that I order for you. They get shipped to me, even though you're only spending $100. Normally you have to spend $150 to get host rewards. Okay, I think that everybody thinks I look younger. Okay, well, cool. For some reason, I have this idea in my head that long hair means younger. I don't know. Yay, Sharon shared. Thank you so much. And thank you for reminding me. Please share this video with friends or on Pinterest or on, wherever you want to share. I don't know if you can share it on Pinterest, but yes, please share, tag friends, ring the bell in the upper right hand screen so you find out when I go live each time. I think, yeah, definitely everybody's saying younger. Yay, thank you for sharing, Chris. Wonderful. Okay. So yes, so my annual catalog special offer ends tomorrow, the 14th. I'll be placing an order on the 15th for all the Hostess Rewards items that people want. In addition to getting those $15 of host rewards, you also get 4 additional gifts from me. Some card samples, 5 card samples, 18 sheets of 4x6 designer series paper, retired paper of a various medley, some Christmas, some Valentine's, all kinds of mixed stuff. And then also free card kits, and a free retired item that you get to pick. So pretty cool. So jump on in and place an order with me and let me know. And I will get notified, of course. If it's $100 in merchandise or more using my current hostess code, then you will get all those perks in the mail. All right, you do have to pay shipping, by the way, because it's a lot of stuff to send. So just FYI. All right. So that's the one thing that's ending tomorrow. There are other things that are going on this month, but I've talked about them already, except for one other thing that I can think of, well, maybe 2. So there is a new paper pumpkin kit, and I am not usually a kit person. You guys know that, right? But this one is coordinates with the, what is it called? I'm looking at my notes because I can't remember what it's called. Expressions in Ink. So it's that designer series paper that sort of looks like alcohol ink. So if you like that, this might be an amazing kit for you. I'm actually contemplating getting it. What do you think? Should I get it? Have you gotten it? Let me know. Well, anyway, you won't have seen it yet because, of course, it is a surprise. We do know that it includes 9 cards, 3 of each of 3 designs. So you just know that. They're A2 size cards. And the color scheme includes several of the in colors, so including Bumblebee, which is one of the last year's colors that is still current, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, and Polished Pink. So that's the color scheme in there. Okay, so that is it. Oh, and also, of course, a stamp set and 2 Stampin' Spots in that that kit. Alrighty, so one other thing. I mentioned last week, I'm going to say again, I'm going to Maui. Ha! I can't believe I'm going to Maui. It was canceled last year, and now I'm getting to go for the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip among many of the top achievers in the company. Unfortunately, people from other countries, a lot of them are not able to go. So it's going to be a smaller event than usual. I'm so glad you love the hair, Shelly. Thanks for letting me know. But it's going to be fun. I'm going with my 20-year-old daughter, who is, we're going to be taking lots of photographs. That's for sure. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I am going to do a little itty bitty special while I'm gone. Just a little incentive, a little perk, whatever, small. But for anybody who places a $25 or more order between May 18th, the day that I leave, and May 24th, the day that I return, so $25 merchandise order with the host code, I will send you one of my new in-color bookmarks. And it's going to be really pretty. I'm using the, what is the name of the set? It's that Elegant something set with the coordinating punch. I think I have none of it's sitting here. But anyway, it turned out really nice. I'm going to be making those over the next few days and sending them to my club members, and I want to send more to other people. So an order with the hostess code, $25 or more, and I will send you one of my in-color bookmarks. All right. Okay, let's get started with the project. So face the camera down, and we'll go ahead and do it. All right, so what I'm going to be using today is this sweet ice cream set and happiest of birthdays. I am going to show you one other thing that I played with. I really wanted to do multiple variations, but I'm getting ready for a trip, so I didn't have a lot of time to play. But I'm going to be using this ice cream scoop image here to do something a little bit out of the box. So it's not going to look like an ice cream scoop. And I have done it in one particular color scheme, but I'm going to do it in a different one today because, why not? So for this one, I'm using Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, and Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to start with my Real Red. Now I'm going to actually do two variations of this, and I'm going to kind of get most of it done, and then jump forward to the project that I've actually already finished. Okay, so here's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm starting in my lower right hand corner, and I'm just going to start like maybe about a third of it. And I'll start in the middle. I'm going to stamp my full ink and stamp again. And I'm just going to stamp and stamp. I'm doing first, second, third ink. Mostly the full ink on this first one. See what I did? Went off the page and I got a line, so now I'm going to have to cover that up. Let's go with full ink right there so you can't even see it. So you always have to be careful when you go off your page that you stamp less than what you stamped the last time. Okay, let's go there. I know this is starting to look like a big mess, isn't it? So I'm going to do some stamped off images towards the edge because that's going to help me kind of transition to the next color. So yeah, you guessed it, I'm going to do multiple colors. And I need my scrub because I'm going to clean this in between. For some reason, I felt like a sort of, bright, cheery, sunny color scheme. So I chose my red, orange, and yellow. So I got my pumpkin pie here. And I'm just going to start. It is pumpkin pie. That turned out really light. Why is that? I think I need more ink on this one. Because otherwise it's going to be super light. Okay, quick run over here. Okay. Just realized the sound's probably going to have gotten much better right now because I had my mic in a place where it wasn't close to me. Silly me. Okay. Now just adding a little bit of my pumpkin pie ink on there so I can get a little bit more bright, rich color. Now it's much darker. Love that. So we're just making like a kind of colorful background, bit of a rainbow of color.
You can also call this like speed stamping, right? So just basically just using that stamp and the ink to create a rainbow of color, or in this case, part of a rainbow. And now I'm just going to use my Daffodil Delight to finish this one up. So let's do this really fast. You guys ever do like speed stamping? This is called speed stamping. Let's see if you guys are commenting. Okay. So, out of the box. This is no ice cream cone anymore. Nothing about it that's ice cream anymore. I think I need a little more orange in there. Sort of bright and cheerful, and I'm thinking it's like orange and lemon, sunshine, and beaches. Yes, I'm going to the beach. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's kind of pretty. Speed stamping. There you go. My crazy rainbow color. You would never know that it was an ice cream scoop that I started with, right? So if you think of other stamps you might be able to do this with, you might have a lot of fun with it. I have, let's see. Okay, so that's kind of it. Now I'm going to do a sentiment piece and show you a little technique I have shown before, but you might not remember it, or you might not have been joining me for that. And for this, I'm going to use a sentiment from my Happiest of Birthdays set. So I'm going to use this big old bold sentiment set, which I love, or sentiment stamp, I should say. I'm going to take my Versamark, my embossing buddy, and then my Versamark. Now for this technique, I am going to be using clear embossing powder, and I'm going to make it look red. So it's going to look like red embossing. So when I have a big stamp like this, I like to turn the stamp over. Hello, Diane from Australia, from Sydney. I have to get to Australia one of these days. So many cool people in Australia. All right, so I've got it inked up with Versamark, and now, yes, it has Versamark on it, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp it on my red ink pad. And because I did that, the ink's going to stay wet just a little bit longer than it might otherwise. Would have been helpful to have a colored piece of paper underneath this. I would have been able to see the boundaries a little bit, but hopefully I got it mostly centered, crossing my fingers. It's a little bit justified up, but it's okay. Okay, so now it's not going to stay wet for long, so I'm going to take my clear embossing powder and just tuck it in there. Comment if you've seen this technique. Oh, I just realized I forgot to tell you what I'm giving away. I'm supposed to say that at the very beginning, or at least entice you and make you wait till the end to learn what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you now while I'm working away. Okay, so the powder is on there, and it's stuck because it was still a little bit wet. Now, when you're stamping on vellum, sometimes you don't even have to use the Versamark because it's a bit of a slick surface. But just to be sure, I used the Versamark and then the red. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss this. So I got my heat tool. I'm going to make some noise. And it's not heated up, so it'll take just a sec to get heated up and start melting. Oh, Pam, you haven't seen this. Okay, well, good. I love it when I'm showing something that people have not seen. Okay, can you see it changing? Might be hard to see on camera. Trying to catch the light. But it becomes, kind of dusty from the powder. And then, before you know it, it's shiny and red. So this is just one of my favorite ways to get images that are heat embossed and shiny and show up better in any color that I want. So let's see if we can catch the light on that a little bit. Can you see how it's shiny? Maybe if we put it up against white, it would help. So there you go. You see how it's shiny? Anyway, it makes it stand out a lot more, and having that shine just makes it extra special. So I especially like that. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a card body for this, and I'm going to put a piece of white behind here to make it stand out. Now I don't have those pieces here, but I'm going to fast forward to my other version, which is a different color scheme, and I'll put this together later and it will be on my website. So let me show you my original version. And for this one, I did it so that I would have all of my colors, right? So this is red, Blackberry Bliss, and Bermuda Bay. So very different look from the bright and cheery, colorful, this one, right? Which one do you like better? The red, orange, yellow, or the red, purple, blue? Let me know what you think. So I have done that version, and then while I was making this particular version, I decided I would stamp off and do everything without any first inking. So this is one first plus second, third inking like I did to build the background. And this doesn't have any first inking, just second, third, and so forth, so that it would be lighter. Yes, the red, orange, yellow is so cheerful and pretty. You may recognize this color scheme. It was actually from when I was playing with another design that I did recently that I came up with this, and I thought it was a really fun idea and way to use stamps in kind of different ways. So it's always fun to do something different like that. All right, so let's go ahead and put these together. And I bet you're dying to see the one in the red, orange, yellow, but I don't have the pieces ready yet. So I'll play around with that later. All right, so for this one, I have heat embossed using my Blackberry Bliss. You can see how that's shiny there. And I've got a piece of white that's going to go in behind. So let's start with my card body and this piece. And I'm just going to put it right there on the front. Super simple card. Easy to put together. This also has adhesive on the back. Now I almost always, like every time I show these plasticized pieces here, somebody asks me what they are and where I get them. This was actually an adhesive sheet, the backing of an adhesive sheet. The Sizzix, before Stampin' Up! Started selling them. The Stampin' Up! Ones don't have any lettering on them. But you'll find if you start looking for these kinds of plasticized sheets that they're like everywhere. So they're the backings to dimensionals, the strips from glue dots, any adhesive, foam adhesive sheets have them. And I have a whole bunch of them that I just keep around and use whenever I put adhesive on my pieces ahead of time. Just because I don't like to be spending all this time putting adhesive on camera, because I figure you want to see other things. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of vellum, which the adhesive can show through. And so what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to use a sponge. Sometimes when I have vellum, I'll take a little glue dot and I'll roll it up onto a spot that's not too conspicuous, and it works just fine. But there aren't any really big spots in behind here. So instead, I'm taking my sponge and I've got some multi-purpose liquid glue with a little water in it. It's diluted so that it's kind of liquidy. And I'm just gonna squeeze some on here. So you can see it's really liquidy. It also makes it, by having it be liquidy, it makes it a lot easier to wash this off and be able to use this for quite some time. So I'm just gonna cover the whole thing. And it also goes on a lot easier because it's liquidy. So I'm using my silicone craft sheet to apply that. And then let's put it right there on the front. Now, because my background was so dark, I felt like I needed the white to really make the sentiment show up. Kind of got lost otherwise. And I have this second version where I did all the stamped off images where I didn't feel like I needed that. So I'm going to show you that next. So there is my very simple, cheerful card. Can you see it with how that'll work with the red, orange, and yellow? I think it'll look really pretty. Okay, so my second one is with the stamped off shapes images. And for this one, because it was lighter, I decided to use a white card base. And this, of course, has adhesive on the back also. Excuse me. seem to be clearing my throat a lot these days. I think there must still be pollen in the air. And then I've heat embossed in white on this one. And you can see because the background is light, it actually looks just fine without a white piece in behind. Obviously, if I had white in behind, you wouldn't see the letters. I'd have to use a color. And I just didn't like it with the color in behind. I'm glad you like it, Laura Lee. So I am going to do the same thing on this one that I did on the last one. I don't want to get glue that's residual on there. So I'm going to turn it over and work with a clean surface and just apply a little bit more glue again. Again, just wiping it on. It goes on super quickly because it's got that water diluting it and spreading it more easily. And then I'm just going to center it right there on my card. So I have one other thing to show you after this, and I just realized I mentioned my giveaway and I didn't tell you what it was. It's like squirrel, you know, I start talking about one thing and then I forget. So last week we did the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, and I keep meaning to do a giveaway of the tutorial bundle when I show sneak peek projects, and I forgot to do that last week. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away 3 Simple Sweet Stamper tutorial bundles. They include 12 tutorials within a given theme. Last week's theme was the well-suited suite, which is kind of the masculine suite. I did a slimline card. My blog post is live for that, so you can definitely check that out on my website. But for today's giveaway, I want to give away 3, but I want to let you choose. If you go to my website and go to the Classes and Tutorials tab, at the very bottom, I think it's the second choice from the bottom, it says Tutorials. I think exactly what it says. If you go to that page, you will find that there are 27, yes, I'm not kidding, 27 tutorial bundles available. Now, each month, I give them away to people who place orders of $35 or more. Team members get them free every month. And then after the month is over, they're available on my site to purchase. They're either $10 or $12 each. Some of the tutorial bundles include 8 tutorials, and those are 10. And then some of them include 12 tutorials, and those ones are 12. So you will get to pick any one of those 27 tutorial bundles if you win. So comment if you are interested in getting that Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. Just do hashtag SSS bundle. There you go. Simple Sweet Stampers, 3 S's. So hashtag SSS bundle. Okay, should I write that down? Probably should. We'll just write it right down here on my paper so you guys know if you want it. So hashtag, there we go. And then I will draw. Now, I'm going to be in Hawaii starting next week on Tuesday. So it probably won't happen till I get back, but I will go back to this video and I will check and see who is interested in receiving one of those tutorial bundles. Maybe only 3 people will use the hashtag, and then I'll give one to each person who wants it. So, so there's my finished project made with these 2 sets. Now, I wanted to do more. I did a little bit more, and I want to show you something that I did with a brand new set, which I love. So this one, Create with Friends, I thought, I really want to do something kind of out of the box with these sentiments. And one of the things that I had in mind for today is I wanted to kind of celebrate you guys, celebrate friends, because I wouldn't be going to Maui without my wonderful team, without my wonderful customers. And so that was my inspiration. So I thought, let's use the sentiments from, some of the sentiments from the set and create a little background. So I'm going to do that super quick. And I'm not going to finish this card because I didn't finish designing it, but you'll get the idea. And then, you know, it'll go into my card salad and I'll get to like finish it and show you later. So this is the polished pink, one of the new in colors. I'm going to start with that one. And I'm going to use my Celebrate sentiment. And I need to wipe the edge there so that I don't get it on my paper. And I'm just going to start stamping. So the idea with this is that I'm doing something that you wouldn't normally expect to see in a way that a stamp would be used, right? So I just wanted to do something a little out of the box. So I'm just repeatedly stamping this image. sort of to create a fun little background. Now I need my scrub again. And now I'm going to use one of my other in colors. I'm just kind of dying to play with these colors. I've played a little bit with creating my bookmark, but not enough, darn it. So just dying to play with these. And of course I'm going on a trip, so I'm really not going to be able to play until I get back. So I just got to play as much as I can. Any excuse to play. So I'm basically doing first ink and second ink and kind of shifting them just a little bit each time I stamp. So just to give it a little bit of interest. Now, what I really want is I don't want the bright to go next to the bright. I want the bright next. I should have been thinking about that more. Okay, there we go. Bright and then light. And let's just do something different over there because I want to mix it up a little. I'm talking and not thinking. Okay, cleaning my stamp off camera. And then I'm going to use my fresh freesia. So I got the rainbow thinking in my mind today, right? So I did my red, orange, yellow here, and now I'm doing my purple, pink, orange, something like that. I think of the freesia as sort of purple. Okay, now I'm going to get smart on this one, and I'm going to stamp my full ink one next to the lighter one because I kind of want that variation in the pattern. And again, I want to make sure that I'm not stamping after second inking and getting that line, right? You remember how I got that with the ice cream. So as long as I'm stamping a smaller portion of the stamp for the second inking, I'm good. Okay. So let's stamp off, get one there, and then I'm going to do another big one, darker one at the top. And, you know, let's see. I want one other image. Where is it? There is my washing my stamp over there on my desk. I just need one more image up here. Complete the pattern. So there is my little rainbow of celebrating and my alternative sort of out of the box way of using my stamps to create a background in this case. Well, just like I created a background in the other one. So now what I had in mind, again, not finishing this card, was to do some small sentiment pieces. I'll probably frame them in some way or, you know, make a piece that sort of covers up some of this, but not too much. And then it's going to say, celebrate friends, because I want to celebrate all of you guys. So thank you so much for your ongoing support of me, my business, joining me here on Facebook or on YouTube. And stay tuned for the finished card of this one later. That's what I got for you today. So let's turn the camera around and we'll finish up for the evening. Hello, everybody. Me and my crazy hair. So it's a bit to get used to, right? Because it's kind of like in my face. Anyway. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those projects today, and we'll look forward to seeing the finished ones of the ones I didn't quite finish later. And I guess just a reminder, so tomorrow, again, last day for the annual catalog special offer. Place an order of $100 or more and get all those perks. And oh, you like the new do? I'm so glad, Linda. Thank you. It's fun. I'm so excited to, you know, have a new thing, a new look to go to Hawaii with. And I can still put it up. And that's important because I get hot. But anyway, it's fun down. And then, of course, if you place a $25 order or more while I'm in Maui, which is the 18th to the 24th, I will send you one of my new in-color bookmarks. And make sure to use that hashtag SSS bundle if you're interested in being part of the drawing for one of my tutorial bundles. You can go and check out the various tutorial bundles on my site, again, under the Classes and Tutorials tab. What else? So next week on Thursday, since I will not be here live because I will likely be on the beach or somewhere else fun, I have a video that will go live at 7 here in my Facebook page. It's a recorded, edited video that is much shorter than my usual Facebook Live, but you can enjoy that, I hope. And then it will go live on YouTube on Saturday, just like usual. When my Facebook Live usually goes live on Saturday, and then a blog post will also go live, but it's going to go live shortly after it airs here in Facebook. And if things inspire me, maybe you will see me go live from the beach or somewhere in Maui if I'm inspired. I'm just going to kind of go with that. Oh, I'm glad you like my hair, Deborah. Yay. And thank you so much for the well wishes on Hawaii. It's a little bit of an adventure. Still have to get my negative COVID test. I'm getting the test on Sunday with my daughter. It has to be within 72 hours of the last leg of your flight. And then there's a whole bunch of other little details that I have to do because Hawaii is very, very careful with their restrictions as far as COVID is concerned. So anyway, crossing my fingers that all goes smoothly and that I am on the beach before too long and enjoying the beautifulness of Maui. Super excited. Long time coming. Thank you so much, Sue. Thanks for the good wishes on my trip. All right, so, and then next Facebook Live, not recorded, will be on May 27th, so almost the end of the month. And I should say, of course, at the end of the month comes the starter kit special ends the end of the month, so that's, an extra $30 in free product when you buy a starter kit. But I've talked about that, so you guys know it's a great deal. Becoming a demonstrator has been a most amazing thing for me, so highly recommend it. I'm happy to talk to anybody who's interested about it. Thank you so much, Jolene, for the blessings on my travels. So I hope you guys have a wonderful couple of weeks, and I will look forward to seeing you on Facebook and maybe from Hawaii, and I'll see you soon. And thank you so much for your love and support always. Happy crafting, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Mwah. Bye.